Hi, boys and girls.
This is the 2017 Mitsubishi Outlander. This is a bit longer than other compact SUVs. We're going to show you why in a minute. And here's a peek from the rear. If you've been shopping in the compact SUV market lately, you know there are two things missing. There's the lack of a V6 engine. Most have gone strictly to 4 cylinders. And the lack of third row seating. Most only have 2-row seating. Not a problem here with this Mitsubishi. If you're looking just for storage space, these third row seats do fold down. But if you want to raise them up, it's very simple. Just pull the manual tab, and they both come up. There's also a compartment under here where you can store the headrest when not in use. And if they are in use, it makes a handy storage area to put other things. Oh, by the way, where is the spare tire, you ask? Well, for that you get on your hands and knees, and like a pickup truck, it's way under there somewhere. Gonna get real dirty if you get a flat. That's why I carry my spare tire kit with 2 high output pumps and lots of stop leak. Might be a good idea for you too. This Mitsubishi is offered with a 224 horsepower V6 engine hooked to a 6-speed automatic, rated at 20 mpg in the city and 27 on the highway. I thought I was getting that engine, but nope, sure didn't. Instead, we got the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder, putting out 166 horsepower, hooked to a CVT automatic transmission. Not my favorite choice, but hey, that's what we get, and that's just the way it is. Fuel economy is rated at 25 to 30 mpg. If you get 2-wheel drive, this had all-wheel drive, so it dropped to 24 to 29 mpg. As far as fuel consumption goes, I'm wondering about the accuracy of this trip computer. When I started this vehicle this morning, it said at a range of 400 miles. I've driven exactly 16.5 miles, and now it says of a range of 330 miles. The math doesn't add up for me. Well, we'll see. Oh, now it just went up to 340. Well, we'll see. As with all my videos, one of the first things we do is take the headlights out and see how they perform in the dark. Before we do that, I want to show you one feature I didn't know was here until someone pointed it out. You can actually adjust the headlights with this little knob on the dash, raise and lower. So of course we'll adjust to the maximum performance when we get out tonight. This is a nice feature. I think all vehicles should have this, but they don't. It's dark enough, so we'll check out these headlights. Here we have the headlights on a wall 100 feet away, and the cutoff is way too short, so we're going to adjust the dial on the dash. There we go. The raise up to a better level. And here are the brights, more than adequate. This is supposed to be the brights on a building 300 feet away. And right in the middle is the building, but some jackass dropped off a trailer in front, so it's hard to see. But as we can see, the light is more than adequate, and we go to low beams, and since we adjusted the headlights with the button on the dash, reaches out quite well. So overall, no complaints with the headlights at all. Here's another view around a dark alley. Lots of light on low beam. Once again, plenty on high beam. Before we go any further, I just want you to know this is the upgraded SCL version. For your $27,500, you get all kinds of goodies. Way too long to list here. Leather interior, upgraded stereo, and the like. For $4,000 more, there's a towing package, a camera system, collision system, adaptive cruise control, heated steering wheel. Stuff we really don't need, but we get anyway. Total tab, $32,390, and I didn't even get the V6. Wow. So we'll take a look at the cabin and see what we're getting for our money here. Since this is the upgrade, we do get nice leather seats. I'm not sure if this is real wood or not. Take your pick. Fake or real. We get a nice gauge cluster with useful information, very easy to read. A medium-sized glove box. Medium-sized console. The usual cup holders. The climate system is reasonably easy to use. I was glad to see a volume knob on the stereo system, but that's the only knob we see. The rest is push button with the tip of your finger, which is awkward to do when you're moving. I guess you'll get used to it. The rear seating is going to be a little cramped if you're 6 feet tall or over. This is what you have to navigate to get to that third row seating. Small kids and poodles only. And these seats do fold down. This isn't the complete sequence, but you get the idea. Okay, the complaint department. There's one bitch I had on the 2016 model, which I pointed out to the engineers personally at an automotive event. And that is, why don't these sun visors slide back and forth like 99% of the cars on the road? They don't. And that leaves a large gap on this window here, so when the sun's setting in the evening or morning, depending on which way you're going, and you live in a hot climate, your face is going to get roasted. They could fix this at a stroke of a pen at no cost. Why don't they do that? If you live in a hot, sunny climate, the only alternative is to get a good window tint. But we shouldn't have to. The second complaint is found under the doors, where you have these extra wide rocker panels, so your leg's always rubbing on the outer bodywork when you get in and out, which wouldn't be an issue except for this shelf here, which I call the dirt shelf. When it's raining, you're going to get all kinds of mud on here, and it's going to get on your pants. Why do they do this? I don't know. If you live in a climate where it's always got mud on the roads, you better carry a bottle of Windex and paper towels in your vehicle. Or get dirty pants, it's up to you. And for all you women drivers or passengers who like wearing those Hillary Clinton type pantsuits, you need to watch out for this too, or you're going to be getting a lot of dirt on your pants. By the way, here's the button for the all-wheel drive system. It gives you snow, lock, eco, or normal. Take your pick. A good way to test ride quality is to run a vehicle over speed bumps, and that's exactly what we're going to do here. Approximately 25 miles per hour, in case you're wondering. Bump number 1, not bad. Here comes another one, pretty smooth. Here comes the nasty one. Oh, here it comes. Wow, that was loud. Felt that one. And a super nasty one around the curve. Oh! Hey, don't panic. All vehicles get clobbered on that one. Overall, I would rate the ride very good. A lot of noise when hitting the nasty bumps, but didn't really feel it. And the power steering feels pretty good too. Here's our turning circle. A bit of body lean, but we're not spinning out. pretty good cornering ability. With 166 horsepower pulling all this weight, especially with the CVT automatic, I'm not expecting much acceleration here in the 0 to 60 mode. Well, we'll see. I think DS means sport mode. Amazingly, it isn't covered in the owner's manual. In fact, in the owner's manual, it's telling me the CVT automatic has the paddle shifters on the steering wheel. Well, I'm still looking and I don't see them. Yeah, the heck with it. Let's hit the gas and go. Not exactly neck-breaking acceleration, is it? Lots of noise. Very nice brakes. Just a note on acceleration, it's nice to have a vehicle that has 3-row seating to haul 7 people. If you're going to be doing that often, you need to get an engine that can pull that weight. You need to get the V6. The 4-cylinder is fine for lugging me around, but not for hauling 7 people. You need the V6. Especially if you're getting all-wheel drive, because that drags the engine even more. Just a tip from me to you. Coming up, we will be taking this on a highway trip to get the best fuel economy. And yes, we will be taking it off-road to see how it does in the dirt. I forgot to mention this car is brand spanking new, has less than 2,000 miles on it. I just love the smell of a new car, especially when it has leather. Oh, here comes that speed bump again. Smooth. Here we go again with the fuzzy math. I put 41.7 miles on the clock. My range has dropped from 400 miles to 260 miles. At this rate, I'll be on empty in another 50 miles. Oh, now I just dropped to 250. This should be interesting. We're going to be taking a long highway trip to see the real-world fuel economy. Along the way, we'll see what the real estimated range out of a tank is, compared to these weird readings I'm getting off the trip computer. By the way, earlier in the video, I mentioned the sun visors that do not slide, which can allow the sun to enter and bake your face, which is probably what's going to be happening for the next 2 hours, because the sun's right on my left and coming right through the window. And as you can see, the sun is coming right through the glass, baking my face like a potato. Should have brought my sunscreen, I guess. Mitsubishi, you guys need to fix these sun visors. Here's our first official fuel economy highway test. 75 miles per hour plus, slight upgrade, plenty of passing, 22.9 mpg. We will be making a return trip. We'll be giving you those figures later in the video. Okay, can this vehicle be taken off-road? Well, yes, it does have good ground clearance. If you order all-wheel drive, it works great in the sand. But remember, this is basically a car. You have to be gentle with it. For recreational off-roading, this Mitsubishi is more than adequate up to the task. The front nose of the Outlander has a lot of overhangs, so you have to be careful entering deep holes. But aside from that, there are no issues you need to worry about. Keep in mind the Mitsubishi is a bit longer than other compact SUVs, so there's lots of room for your camping and outdoors gear. Another reason to look at one before you buy. Okay, highway mileage, 22.9 going up, 28.6 going down. That's around 25.6 or so. Not bad. And the trip computer seems to be working a little better. I've put on 272 miles. And the computer now says we have 110 miles left, which gives us approximately 380 miles we're going to get on the tank, which looks a lot better than the 260 miles on a tank I was looking at earlier. We're done with our test, so let's recap the advantages of this Mitsubishi. Alright, number one, it's the only compact SUV with third row seating. It's one of the few compacts available with a V6 engine, which unfortunately we don't see here. We didn't get that. I suggest you do. Number three, this vehicle is 100% Japanese, meaning it's assembled totally in Japan by Japanese workers, which explains the excellent quality control. And for peace of mind, you get a 5-year, 60,000-mile warranty on the vehicle and a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty on the engine, transmission, and driveline parts. If you're shopping for a compact SUV, yeah, check out the other brands, but make sure you check out this one too before you sign on the dotted line.